Hello, this is Brenda Green, and I'd like to welcome you to Living in the Go. Today, I want to talk to you about saving, and so I'm asking the question, are you a savvy saver? Let's get into it. So there are lots of ways to save money. We look at our income as it's coming in. Sometimes we think it's just going out so quickly. So we don't take time to sit back and really think about how we're spending our money. We want to be savvy with it. We certainly want to be good savers because that leads to that wealth that we're looking for to be able to hand down to our children and also to ensure that we have a great retirement when we get to that age. So ways to save, certainly cutting down on groceries. Now, this is one that really speaks to me because I buy all kind of foods. I buy designer things. I see it in the store and I think, oh, this will be great. And so if it looks good, I want to try it. I want to take it home and cook it. Bottom line is that sometimes things can be left in your refrigerator for long periods of time and then it goes bad because you didn't use it. So I need to be more strategic with my groceries and I'm getting so much better at that. Canceling those automatic subscriptions, you'd be amazed at the things that you signed up for and then you kind of forget about. And if you check your checkbook or your bank statement, you'll see all these automatic subscriptions that are going out each and every month. I knew a person who was paying for pet care for their pet and their pet died. So take a look at that and cut things off that you don't need. Cut ties with cable. I haven't had cable and I don't even remember how long. And I don't miss it and I am never going back. I have some streaming services which are so much cheaper and I get to see everything that I want. Actually, I have more TV now than I ever did before. The other thing you want to do is to save automatically. If you're not good at saving, set up your account so that it automatically goes into a savings account for you. You can start small if you're really afraid about your money going so quickly. Set it up for maybe $25 a month automatically. Let it grow, and then as you get more comfortable with it, you can increase the amount. But automatic is definitely the way to go if you're not a good saver. You can reduce your energy costs. If you're in the house and every light is on and in every room, but you're not in all the rooms, that's not good. So try to reduce those costs. Try to turn off things that you don't need. When you leave, make sure you cut things off, but that will help your energy costs. You also need to check out your insurance rates. And I was looking at my insurance when it came in recently, and I was like, I don't want to pay this. This is too high. What can I change? And I made a phone call. And what I found out is that because my driving was reduced, I was barely driving at all due to COVID, they were able to knock $40 off of my insurance. I'm like, yay. So make that call, check your rates, check to see if you can go someplace else. But that could be a substantial savings for you, and that savings in turn can go into your savings account. DIY, if you can make it yourself, then do it. If you can change the lighting in your home, if you can do electrical things, plumbing, whatever, do it because it will save you tons and tons of money. You also want to sell stuff. If you got a lot of things in your house and you aren't using it, and maybe somebody else could take advantage of those things, you could just give it away. But if it's something that's worth some money, then try selling it. Go out on eBay. There are plenty of sites where you can do that safely and just sell it. So as always, I do have my beliefs, so I want to share those with you. First, are you tired of being broke? Because if you're broke all the time, that's got to be hurting. And you struggle with that. You're thinking about it all the time. Why I have no money. Well, if you start a savings account, it changes your mindset. It starts to make you think about, yeah, I'm not broke because I have some money in the bank. May not be a lot, but I have some. And it will grow. It will grow. You need to be mindful of your spending. If you're just spending because you're bored or there's something to do, that money that you're spending on extra things can go into your savings. It doesn't matter how much you make, it's what you do with it. People think all the time, oh, I don't make enough money to do this or do that. That's not true. You've heard stories of people who had very low income jobs and were able to save so much money that when they died, they had $1 million to leave to a school or something. I read that story recently. I thought that's pretty impressive. So be a good steward with your money. Make sure that you're doing the right things with it. Like, it really doesn't matter how much you make, it's what you do with it. Thrift shopping, it can be great fun and it keeps you out of trouble. I love books. Books are expensive, and I found a bookstore near me. It's called Frugal Muse, and I went in there and bought three hardcover books, some of my favorite authors, and they were $5 each. You can't beat that with a stick. So thrift shop. Try a staycation. I know we're kind of feeling crazy and we want to get out and do things, but going to other places costs money. And if you don't have that money, then you want to try a staycation. Look up your town where you are, and there could be things that you have never explored before and you've lived there your whole life. Try a staycation, see what that'll do for you. Try a spending fast once a month. That may sound a little crazy. You know, you've heard of fasting for food, but if you fast in terms of spending and just say, I'm not going to spend any additional money this month, or try a week, try a day. There are some people who spend something every day. Try a spending fast and see what that does for you. And any money that you save during that period, put it in your savings. Ask for a discount. And some people are embarrassed to do that. I'm not. I will always ask, can you take a little off of this? And I have been successful more times than I can think. Just ask for it, especially if something looks a little damaged. Make sure you get the manager and say, hey, what can you do for me? Can you take 10% of this? Can you take 20%? My favorite story is that I was shopping with a friend and she was buying this antique chair for her daughter. It was a beautiful chair, but it was $200 something. And she was like, oh, I don't know about that. So I asked the woman who owned the store, I said, you know, this is a beautiful chair. She would really like it, but she doesn't want to pay that for it. Can you take $75 off the chair? And the woman looked at me. I guess she thought, how bold can you be? But she said, yeah, I can do that. And so my friend was able to buy the chair. So it doesn't hurt to ask. So thank you so much for your time and attention. If this was helpful for you, then please share it, hit the like button. And if you're not a subscriber to my channel, then I'd like to welcome you to Living in the Go and hit the subscribe button right now. So thank you again and have a wonderful day.